Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. I'm thrilled that you're here. And today I want to talk to you about training your focus. So, I often say on this podcast, it's your focus that manifests. And we've talked a little bit about what that means. It means that the things that you focus on, what you're dominantly focused on in your imagination, in your internal world, in your inner world, what what the focus you place in there is what's going to manifest in your external world, in your 3D reality. And so often we focus on our circumstances and sort of just keep recreating them over and over again. And that's how people who aren't conscious of manifesting often manifest. So, what I want to talk to you about today is noticing what your focus is, like where your focus is, and then choosing to train it, choosing to put it somewhere that will help you manifest exactly what you want. So, today I want us to talk about training your focus to notice receiving. So, there are lots of things that we receive every day. Like, I just received some mail, and I receive mail most days of my life as an adult here and I live in the United States of America, and we have a postal service, and I get mail almost every single day. And so I receive that mail. I receive compliments. I receive information from my coworkers or my boss. I receive, emails. So receiving is also what you want to do with your manifestation. You want to receive large sums of money, or you want to receive a text message from your specific person, or you want to receive love in your relationship. You want to receive, good health, or you want to have good health. So let's talk about how, since receiving is something that you want in a lot of your manifestations, how to train your focus and to put it on receiving. So I just named a bunch of things that I receive pretty naturally without really having to manifest them, mail, email, information, phone calls, texts, whatever. Those are things I receive into my life. And when I receive those things, I can train my focus to be like, oh, I'm receiving something. I received a package. You can just and really notice the feeling of receiving. Even if it's something that you receive every day, you probably aren't really consciously focused on um, the feeling of receiving. You might be focused on something else or some other aspect of it. So really sort of focus on that feeling of receiving, of getting, of having, even if it's something that you have a lot of. And so that feeling you can use, so like you can extrapolate, you can sort of notice like, oh, this is what it feels like to receive a bunch of mail, or receive every single day. And you sort of notice that feeling, and then you extrapolate and apply that to, in your imagination, to receiving, the text message from your specific person, or receiving a large sum of money. You sort of take that feeling, your focus is on receiving already. You're noticing all the times, every single day you receive something, and you're like, oh, well, I'm really in receptive mode. I'm a person that receives a lot of things. And then you add on the thing that you're manifesting. So if you receive a bunch of text messages every day from lots of people, but you're not receiving one from your specific person, you're going to notice that you're receiving a lot of text messages. And then you're just going to add in, with that feeling that you've noticed and you've trained your focus to put on your specific person. You're going to add them in. And you're just going to use that trained focus on the receiving, the notion of receiving, the experience of receiving, and you're going to notice, and you're going to incorporate that into your manifesting techniques, however you choose to do it, your focusing techniques. And then you're going to use that as a tool in your manifesting. So that is just some way, and you can do this with lots of different things. I talked about receiving today. I think I might have an episode, probably several years ago about training your focus on abundance, where you can really notice, like, oh, I have an abundance of socks. And you just pick something that you have an abundance of, and you really train your focus on noticing abundance, things that you already have that feel natural, and then you sort of transfer that feeling onto the thing that you're manifesting deliberately. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about today. Thank you so much for listening, and may you manifest exactly what you want.